Team Durango's dead. And what did I go do? I went and bought a Durango. Hey folks, welcome to the Netcruzer channel. I'm planning to do a race tomorrow, and I got a lot of work left to do. So take a look at this thing. I plan on racing this car tomorrow. This is a Team Durango DETC410. And this one has had the V2 upgrades as well as some other additional hop-ups. I picked up this used a couple of months ago and I haven't done anything with it yet. It did come with some electronics and stuff, which I'll show you in a second, but now that I've got the chassis pretty much stripped down to nothing, I thought I would just show it off while it's nice and open and clean. Team Durango was a premium race brand that came out a couple of years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, owned by Hobbico. But he also owns Arma and Axial and some of the other big RC brands. But Team Durango was their competitive racing team, which they finally announced that it's done. It's dead. Team Durango's dead. And what did I go do? I went and bought a Durango. Anyway, I think it should be fun for the winter racing. It is a lot more premium, a lot more tuning options. It's interesting, it uses a front spool, so it doesn't have a front diff. It has a front spool, which I'm not familiar with, but apparently that's a good thing for on-road racing. It's a shorty servo. This is a Savox 1251 Metal Gear, so I bought the car used. Like I said, it came with some really nice electronics. So it has been converted to a V2, so it does have the V2 arms. Anything that was a V2 upgrade, this has. As well as it has some additional hop-ups, like apparently this metal block here that is between the... You see how this is split? It has two pieces. You might not be able to see that, but I guess stock, this is all one piece, usually plastic. Anyway, so it has any kind of hop-ups that it needed, it already has had done. Also, electronics. So what am I going to be putting into it? I did buy a couple of things to go in it. It's pretty much all been wired up and ready to go. I'm at the assembly process now, so I just thought I would show you. You're probably going to cringe at this, but I am going to be using a Traxxas radio, like I usually use in all my cars, Traxxas Link radio. I'm going to use a non-TSM one that I have. The ESC. The ESC is really nice. This is a Sky RC Toro Competition TS120. So this is a 120 amp 10th scale. It's all metal. The whole body is all metal. It has a nice big fan on it, integrated power switch, a programming port. I think that the wiring has been shortened because you see how short this wiring is, as well as on the servo. The wiring has all been super shortened, but it's going to fit in there nice. So going to be receiver, ESC, and motor, and then stick pack battery on the other side. Where's my stick pack? I'll be using this. This is a pretty big battery, but this is what the old owner used. I also got this battery with it, a 2S hard cell LiPo, 6600 milliamp hour, 99C. So I got the battery, the car, the book, all these parts, a bunch of wheels and tires, the ESC, this wild turbo fan. This is a pretty giant fan that goes on a motor, so I had to provide a 17.5 motor with a Sky RC 17.5 motor. So really the motor will be going in here like this, ESC there, receiver here. I'll get everything all buttoned up and I'll show you when it's all put together. Also, regarding the ESC, it's currently set for blinky mode because this will be used for a 17.5 stock class, no timing allowed. And so I also got it with the program box. So I can then, in the future, I can program this ESC to do full timing and punch and boost and all that stuff if I want to use it in another off-road vehicle. Actually, that's one thing I would say is that this ESC seems like completely overkill for an on-road stock class like this. Probably would be better suited in like a four-wheel drive off-road vehicle where I could be pumping up the timing and the boost. So I might move it into that in the future and then maybe get like a just stock style ESC for this car. And I also just want to show you the value of stuff here that I got for a second. So just pinions, right? On-road pinions. These are 64 pitch. Look at how many pinions I got with it. 1, 2, look at all these pinions. These are all on-road sized pinions. Excellent. I'll be able to do a bunch of tuning with that. I got extra belts. I got all the greases. I got all these extra tuning parts here. New arms, new front C blocks, tuning springs. Like, there's a lot of money in here. If you see a good deal on the market of used stuff, it's by far cheaper to buy used, and you can get all this stuff in one shot. All right, and at this point, I do believe that my Durango DETC410 is done. Let's take a look under the hood. First of all, this is a Mazda Speed 6 body, and I will be using this for racing it. It was painted by the previous owner, and I believe this body might have attended the Canadian Nationals. I'm guessing his number was 96. These stickers are very, very sticky, and I can't really pull them off without ruining them, so I'll leave them on. Here we have it, the Durango. Huge stick pack battery, and instead of using the stock battery hold down, it is double-sided to the chassis. Humongous fan for a motor, but it's just going to be constantly blowing cold air over this can. So then maybe I'll be able to dial up the timing, because right now I will be using it with the stock out-of-box timing, which is 30 degrees, and I might try and turn it up and see how that goes. Then we've got the cap pack for the ESC. We have the Sky RC TS120, my receiver, and my transponder on top of the servo. So things are, you know, fairly well cable managed, as much as I could get them. And we'll just show you here that it does work. Get my radio on. So it's in blinky mode, no timing. Steering. And throttle. Alright, let's take it to the track. Give it a quick little run around the track. It seems to handle okay once I dialed in a bit more steering. It'll just be down to driving now. And then I also have the Fortec 1.0 here ready to go on USGT. So, next time we see this, we'll be out on this track here. All right, head cam with the new Durango, new to me Durango.
Well, every day, right? Everyone has a $700 radio.
I was having a heck of a time getting my radio wouldn't bind for some reason, but man, this thing feels so ballistically fast compared to the old Traxxas.
All right, looks like we got all our drivers checked in. We got our marshals, so looks like we're ready to run this down. No more laps, guys. Finish the lap you're on. We're going to get this underway.
Wow, I like this car. That's good.
Great job getting heads up.
Woo!
Brian, John, Jack, Jada, and Dylan. All right, looks like we've got our cap set up out there. This is round 2, so these guys are all going to be right around your lap times and your skill level, so it should be a good run. Remember, we're racing to your own lap times, we're not racing to go down to the door now. Seconds left.
Car 4 is done.
Yeah, you're done.
Car 6 is done.
John, you're done.
All right, no marshalling. Not too bad. I think I qualified third in that round.
Look at this.
Your wheel flew off? Oh, you broke out your
broke the hex.
hex?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yikes.
I see Jill's already out there. Dale's there now. And lots of runners who have all 5 positions covered.
So yeah, this is a 20-year-old car, doing pretty good.
All right, so this is 2 marshals for them. So
The Traxxas has been doing really well. I just won qualifier, so I'll be moving up the tiers.